Soft murmurs in the static of the night, breathing in the heavy humid air. Just a heartbeat waiting in the dark, lost inside a rhythm we don't share. The streetlights beat like watercolors on the wet concrete. I watch the silhouettes of strangers passing down the street. The heavy sub-bass pulses from a distant passing car. It reminds me of the nights when we would take it way too far. I trace the condensation forming on the window pane. Every drop that falls is whispering your secret name. The velvet darkness wraps around this lonely quiet room, while shadows dance along the walls to chase away the gloom. And the frequency is rising, pulling me under. I can feel the static building, quiet as thunder. Ever set a solid light washes over my skin. I am opening the door, I am letting you in. We are nothing but reflections in the midnight glass, watching all the golden moments fade away and pass. Caught inside a rhythm that we can't leave behind, just an echo of a love I've been trying to find. Deep down in the frequency, I hear your voice again. Your mind a coded leveling that doesn't have an end. We are nothing but reflections in the midnight glass, waiting for the lonely shadows of the night to pass. The kick drum drops to nothing but an isolated beat. I close my eyes and suddenly I'm back out on our street. The neon signs are flickering in electric shades of blue, painting every memory I ever had of you. I'm slipping through the empty spaces in the vocal chain, trying to decode the signals hidden in the rain. A whisper caught in the delay, bouncing in my head, replaying every single solitary word you slide. And the frequency is rising, pulling me under. I can feel the static building, quiet as thunder. Every saw the wave washes over my skin. I'm opening the door, I'm letting you in. We are nothing but reflections in the midnight glass, watching all the golden moments fade away and pass. Caught inside a rhythm that we cannot leave behind, just an echo of a love I've been trying to find. Deep down in the frequency, I hear your voice again, of a minor coded motherly that doesn't have an end. We are nothing but reflections in the midnight glass, waiting for the lonely shadows on the night to pass. The rhythm fades and the stringed pads begin to swell. I am falling through the silence of a solitary spell. Oh, I can feel the tension in the air we used to breathe. I am begging for a closure that you didn't want to leave. Just an endless vocal loop crying out into the void, searching for a piece of us that we haven't destroyed. We are nothing but reflections in the midnight glass, watching all the golden moments fade away and pass. Caught inside a rhythm that we cannot leave behind, just an echo of a love I've been trying to find. Deep down in the frequency, I hear your voice again, on another day melody that doesn't have an end. We are nothing but reflections in the midnight glass, waiting for the lonely shadows of the night to pass. eyes out slowly into the damp air. Headlights bleed into the dark, wet asphalt. The vinyl crackle hums in the quiet space between us. We are drifting through the hypnotic night. Watching the silver reflections pass. There is a secret in the way you sigh. Beneath the indigo and heavy sky, we leave the noise of the daylight behind. A sanctuary in the midnight mind. Feel the frequency start to rise, reflected neon in your sleepy eyes. The rhythm catches in the midnight air, washing away the weight we bear. Lost in the velvet midnight echoes, where the deep bass softly flows. We are floating the electric glow, taking the movement sweet and slow. Lost in the velvet midnight echoes, where the hidden current grows. Let the night pull us under time, with nothing left to fear or hide. The streetlight paints a rhythm on your face. We are moving through this altered space. The bassline mimics the pulse in my veins, washing the dust from the heavy rains. A distant siren fades into the hum, waiting for tomorrow to finally come. But in this moment, time is paralyzed, suspended here in the dark of your eyes. Feel the frequency start to rise, reflected neon in your sleepy eyes. The rhythm catches in the midnight air, washing away the weight we bear. Lost in the velvet midnight echoes, where the deep bass softly flows. We are floating in the electric glow, taking the movement sweet and slow. Lost in the velvet midnight echoes, where the hidden current grows. Let the night pull us under the tide, with nothing left to fear or hide. Close your eyes and feel the sound, lifting our shadows off the ground. The frequency shivers through the cold, a modern magic dark and old. We let the silence intertwine with every sieve and every line. Lost in the velvet midnight echoes, where the deep bass softly flows. We are floating in the electric glow, taking the movement sweet and slow. Lost in the velvet midnight echoes, where the hidden current grows. Let the night pull us under the tide, forever drifting side by side. The rhythm dissolves into the haze, drifting away in the violet maze. Just an echo in the empty air, fading out, but we are still there. out a heavy breath, a momentary silence in the space we left. I catch your reflection in the darkened glass, watching all the glowing silhouettes as they pass. The gravity is shifting beneath our feet, syncopated heartbeats spilling on the street. No need to speak a word, we already know. Red is nowhere else that we need to go. Echoes in the hallway, fading out of sight. We are only strangers, slipping through the night. Feel the frequency rising, climbing up the wall, waiting for the moment, waiting for the fall. Lost inside the velvet midnight, where the bass is deep and the feeling in heavy. We drink alright, did you see just the frequency moving through you and me? Lost inside the velvet midnight, underneath the glow of the indigo light. Let the music wash the edges away. We don't ever have to think today. Floating out of focus, suspended in the dark, a solitary melody, a solitary spark. The world outside is heavy, but in here we are light, dissolving like a whisper in the quiet of the night. Hold me in the center of the spinning room, like a phantom flower blooming in the gloom. Lost inside the velvet midnight, where the bass is deep and the feeling is right. We are drifting in the secret for frequency moving through you and me. Lost inside the velvet midnight, underneath the holy indigo light. Let the music wash the edges away. We don't ever have to think about the day. Kick drum fades into a gentle breeze, losing ourselves in the electric seas. Breathing out the tension, melting in the gray. Velvet midnight, slowly washing away. Breathing in the heavy electric atmosphere, a distant hum beneath the skin of the sleeping city. Waiting for the unseen frequency to finally catch. We are just quiet shadows drifting in the velvet night. The concrete veins are empty, the silver moon is low. I watch the ember street lights painting where we go, a steady rhythm beat distant blur. The engine is a heartbeat, a low and steady purr. I see the constellations reflected in your eyes, a mirror of the universe, a vast and endless prize. We navigate the silence, we synchronize the breath, defying every boundary, escaping underneath. The series signs are shepherds, a ripple in the air. We drift into the atmosphere, floating without a care. The current pulls us under, the frequencies align. The static starts to shatter across the borderline. I hear your whispered secret echoing in my mind. The dark is disappearing, leaving the past behind. We are following the signals in the dark. We are chasing every solitary spark. Let the melody wash over every fear. Everything is perfect while we are standing here. We are following the signals in the dark, tracing the horizon, leaving our mark. Caught inside the rhythm, unlimited and free. You are the only gravity holding on to me. Higher and higher, the pressure is rising. The edge of the world is a brilliant disguise, and we shatter the glass of the sky as we break through. There is nothing but energy, nothing but me and you. The kick drum is calling, a storm in the chest. Please surrender our souls to this beautiful test. We are following the signals in the dark. We are chasing every solitary spark. Let the melody wash over every fear. Everything is perfect while we are standing here. We are following the signals in the dark, tracing the horizon, leaving our mark. Caught inside the rhythm, living and free. You are the only gravity holding on to me. The pulse slowly fades into the quiet unknown. Echoes of euphoria linger in the zone. Just the warmth of the synth and the chill of the night, drifting away, disappearing from sight. Drifting through the midnight haze, echoes falling down like silver rain. Can you feel the pulse begin to rise? We are waking up inside the sound. The city sleeps beneath a blanket of cold glass, but down below the pavement, shadows start to pass. I feel the heavy rhythm vibrating through my spine, a secret frequency that leaves the world behind. Your silhouette is painted in ultraviolet glow. We shed the heavy armor that we used to know. A whisper in the static, calling out my name. We step into the current, we are not the same. The gravity is breaking, is slipping from my skin. A rush of warm electric light is rushing in, and higher the atmosphere slowly in a quiet trance, a million floating dust specks caught inside the dance. You reach across the empty space and take my hand. We travel to the edges of a glowing land. The baseline is a river running through the dark. It carries every secret, hired and hard. No need for any words when we are flying free. Just the syncopation connecting you and me. The petty is breaking, slipping from my skin. A rush of warm electric light is rushing in. Higher and higher, the atmosphere ignites. Hold your breath, we are taking off tonight. Welcome to the luminous escape, where every broken piece begins to take a shape. We are riding on a wave of pure design, leaving all the shadows and the hurt behind. Feel the rush of color blinding out the gray, and the heavy heartbeat wash it all away. Welcome to the luminous escape, in this infinite rise. We are wild. Time is an illusion, melting in the veins, rest inside the beauty, every high is pain. Can you see the fragments coming into view? Everything I ever wanted leads me back to you. Fading in the silence right before the drop. This is the eternal moment, it will never stop. Welcome to the luminous escape, where every broken piece begins to take a shape. We are riding on a wave of pure design, leaving all the shadows and the hurt behind. Feel the rush of color blinding out the gray, and the heavy heartbeat wash it all away. Welcome to the luminous escape, and the sinful route. Fading into silver, fading into light. We are just a memory painted on the night, drifting out of focus, floating softly down, forever suspended inside the quiet sound. Floating in the space between the stars and the sea, I hear the hidden current calling out to me. There is no gravity to hold us down, just the quiet healing hum of the sound. The city lights are fading on the edge of a bay. We leave the heavy shadows of the waking day. I watch the silver ripples catch the midnight moon. We are slipping out of orbit, getting closer to you. A velvet wave is crashing in the back of my mind. We left the rushing hours and the panic behind. Your silhouette is glowing in the indigo is bleeding through the dark of the tide. With every single motion we are opened up wide. The surface is a mirror that we shattered apart, to find the secret echoes living right in the heart. We do not need the oxygen, we run on the glow. Just letting go of everything we used to know. The water rises up to catch our fall. I do not feel the weight of it at all. A million tiny sparks begin to trace the quiet constellations on your face. Now we're breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing underwater, in the silence of the deep is feeling good. Let the ocean wash away the world apart. Lost inside the surface, spinning kind of love. Now we are breathing underwater, and the current is exactly where we should. Suspend me in the middle of the endless sea. Just keep this perfect frequency surrounding me. The pressure is a blanket wrapping around my soul. I give into the feeling, I give up control. We are drifting out further than the light can reach, far away from the safety of the empty beach. Now we are breathing underwater, diving deeper than we ever thought we would. Now we are breathing underwater, in the silence of the deep is feeling good. Let the ocean wash away the world apart. Lost inside the surface, thing kind of. Now we are breathing underwater, and the current is exactly where we should. Drifting down, lost inside the velvet sound, breathing in the indigo, letting go, letting go. The city sleeps, but the wires are humming. A violet haze settles over the skyline. I can feel the floorboards breathing with the bass. Close your eyes and let the shadow take you. Streetlights flicker in a broken rhythm, painting silver lines across the empty room. The clock is melting, time is slowing down. We are the ghosts that wander through the town. The frequency is climbing up my spine. I leave the waking world so far behind. Caught in the neon currents, drifting deep, where heavy hearts forget the weight of weep. The bass is rolling like a distant sea, and washing every broken part of me. Caught in the neon currents, floating far beneath the static of a soulless earth. We use our shadows in the indigo, just ride the rhythm and let it all go. The glass is cooling on the edge of my table. Condensation dripping down into the dark. I trace the patterns of the smoke up to the ceiling and watch it scatter like a solitary spark. No need for speaking when the groove is softly guiding. The heavy sub is speaking languages we know. Through empty avenues our consciousness is gliding, illuminated by the burning glow. The clock is melting, time is slowing down. We are the ghosts that wander through the town. The frequency is climbing up my spine. I leave the waking world so far behind. Caught in the neon currents, drifting deep, where heavy hearts forget the weight of weep. The bass is rolling like a distant sea, and washing every broken part of me. Caught in the neon currents, floating far beneath the static of a sunset star. We lose our shadows in the indigo, just ride the rhythm and let it all go. Gravity is just a memory now, suspended in the sound. We figure out how to breathe beneath the weight of everything, to hear the song of quiet shadows sing, a sudden rush of warmth inside the cold. A brand new story waiting to be told. Caught in the neon currents, drifting deep, where heavy hearts forget the weight of weep. The bass is rolling like a distant sea, and washing every broken part of me. Caught in the neon currents, floating far beneath the static of a sunset star. We lose our shadows in the indigo, just ride the rhythm and let it all go. The frequency fades into the day, a lingering echo slipping away. The city awakens by me, lost in the dark, perfectly clear. The world slows down to a hum. Static lingers in the heavy air. Let the frequencies wash over. deeply in the dark. Street lights bleed into the damn concrete. Silver halos wrapping around my feet. I am walking where the shadows play, washing all the heavy thoughts away. Glass and steel reflect the midnight blue. Nothing here to tether me to you. Just the rhythm of my silent pace, drifting softly through this empty space. The frequency is rising from the ground. I lose myself inside the hollow sound. The colors blur and melt into the night. I surrender to the fading light. Caught inside the neon city tides, where the secret of the midnight highs. Let the bassline carry me away, far beyond the edges of the day. Caught inside the neon city tides, gliding where the phantom current rise, sinking to the velvet and the deep, while the rest of the world goes to sleep. Passing by the glowing vacant signs, reading stories in the broken lines. Every whisper of the passing wind tells me this is where the dreams begin. Time is freezing at the cool night air. Smoke is rising like a quiet prayer. I am shedding every skin I wore, leaving them upon the pavement floor. The frequency is rising from the ground. I lose myself inside the hollow sound. The colors blur and melt into the night. I surrender to the fading light. Caught inside the neon city tides, where the secret of the midnight hides. Let the bassline carry me away, far beyond the edges of the day. Caught inside the neon city tides, gliding where the phantom current rides, sinking to the velvet and the deep, while the rest of the world goes to sleep. Echoes bouncing off the alley walls, answer to the way the darkness calls, floating through the solitary haze, lost inside this geometric maze. Heartbeats sinking to the muffled drum, waiting for the morning light to come. Caught inside the neon city tides, where the secret of the midnight hides. Let the bassline carry me away, far beyond the edges of the day. Caught inside the neon city tides, gliding where the phantom current rise, sinking to the velvet and the deep, while the rest of the world goes to sleep. Fading into static once again, the neon tide begins to slowly fall. Just a whisper in the velvet dark. Close your eyes and let it all dissolve. Golden light spilling over the edge of the world. The water is glass reflecting the infinite sky. Just breathing the salt and the everything side. Let the warm tropical current pull you away. We left the concrete shadows far behind us now, trading the city chase sirens for a silent vow. Barefoot upon the shoreline where the colors bleed. This is the sanctuary that our spirits need. I feel the gravity release with you. The rhythm rises from the ocean floor. We are chasing the horizon into the night, bathing our souls in the neon light, following the feeling where the water meets the sky, watching all the heavy moments finally pass us by. We are chasing the horizon, wild and free, lost inside the magic of the deep blue sea, holding on to nothing but the beating of our hearts. This is where the ending fades and everything starts. The stars are waking up like diamonds in the dark, igniting every shadow with a silver spark. We trace the constellations with our fingertips, a sweet and salty promise lingering on our lips. The bass is rolling in underneath the shifting sand. I feel the universe is resting in my hand. We surrender to the motion of the rising tide. There is no other place we ever need to hide. The sky is painted in a midnight hue. I feel the gravity release with you. The rhythm rises from the ocean floor. We are chasing the horizon into the night, bathing our souls in the neon light, following the feeling where the water meets the sky, watching all the heavy moments finally pass us by. We are chasing the horizon, wild and free, lost inside the magic of the deep blue sea, holding on to nothing but the beating of our hearts. This is where the ending fades and everything starts. Let the frequency wash over me, higher and higher, setting us free. We are the energy, we are the sound, lifting our feet off the vibrating ground. Hold on to this moment, do not let it slip. Dive into the euphoria, take the trip. We are chasing the horizon into the night, bathing our souls in the neon light, following the feeling where the water meets the sky, watching all the heavy moments finally pass us by. We are chasing the horizon, wild and free, lost inside the magic of the deep blue sea, holding on to nothing but the beating of our hearts. This is where the ending fades and everything starts. Everything starts right here in the waves, fading away into the golden light. Just close your eyes and breathe. We are the horizon tonight. dissolves into indigo mist. Faint signals pulse through the silent atmosphere. I can feel the current waking up beneath my feet. We are completely weightless in the dark. Shadows stretch across the sleeping avenue, painting patterns in a quiet shade of blue. Every footstep leaves an echo on the glass, watching hours of midnight slowly pass. There's a frequency that hums inside the concrete, like a hidden heart that never skips a beat. I was wandering without a star to guide me until I found the luminescent spark inside me. The air is shifting, pulling at my skin. A million rushing colors, let the rush begin. The gravity is slipping from the ground below. I close my eyes and finally I let it go. We are rising up like gravity in reverse, expanding out across the open universe. Nothing holds us to the shadows of the past. We have found the brilliant edge of dawn at last. Feel the rhythm taking over every sense. In a world of light so beautiful and dense, we are rising up like gravity in reverse, expanding out across the open universe. In that quiet space between the heavy kicks, all the broken pieces finally start to fix. I can see your silhouette against the glow, moving softly with the midnight undertow. We are leaving all the heavy world behind in a paradise that only we could find. Let the crystal waters wash away the fear. There is nothing but the perfect present here. The air is shifting, pulling at my skin. A million rushing colors, let the rush begin. The gravity is slipping from the ground below. I close my eyes and finally I let it go. We are rising up like gravity in reverse, expanding out across the open universe. Nothing holds us to the shadows of the past. We have found the brilliant edge of dawn at last. Feel the The city breathes out slowly, shadows stretch across the glass. A deep pulse beneath the pavement, we are floating in the dark. Streetlights bleed into a golden haze, painting silhouettes in empty space. The velvet sky is heavy, soft and deep, while the rest of the world has gone to sleep. I can feel the hum inside my chest, a gentle rhythm putting thoughts to rest. Every passing car is just a ghost, drifting down the moonlit coast. Close your eyes and let the colors run. We are hiding from the morning sun. Time is just a circle in the air, washing away every heavy care. We are drifting on the midnight tide, where the secret of the city hides. Let the frequencies wash over you in this ocean of electric blue. We are drifting on the midnight tide, with the bassline as our only guide. Fall into the tempo, lose control. Let the midnight rhythm heal your soul. Neon signs reflecting shallow rain, washing over every kind of pain. Footsteps echoing down empty streets, matching the cadence of our heartbeats. Nothing matters but the here and now. We will make it through the dark somehow. A whisper catches on the chilling breeze, moving softly through the slumbering trees. Close your eyes and let the colors run. We are hiding from the morning sun. Time is just a circle in the air, washing away every heavy care. We are drifting on the midnight tide, where the secret of the city hides. Let the frequencies wash over you in this ocean of electric blue. We are drifting on the midnight tide, with the bassline as our only guide. Fall into the tempo, lose control. Let the midnight rhythm heal your soul. Weightless in the ambient glow, nowhere left for us to go. Suspend the stars inside the room and chase away the quiet gloom. The melody begins to rise, reflecting endless in your eyes. We are drifting on the midnight tide, where the secret of the city hides. Let the frequencies wash over you in this ocean of electric blue. We are drifting on the midnight tide, with the bassline as our only guide. Fall into the tempo, lose control. Let the midnight rhythm heal your soul. The rhythm slowly fades away to dust. In the velvet darkness we will trust, lingering inside the silent deep, letting the city pull us into sleep. diamond sea, unlocking all the doors inside of me. I drop my bags and let the colors bleed. This quiet island is the only thing I need. The rhythm of the water pulls me deep, awakening the soul I put to sleep. I can feel the temperature starting to rise, reflecting the paradise right in your eyes. We are floating on a wave we cannot fight, stepping out of the darkness and into the light. We are riding on a tide of gold, where the stories of the summer are told. Let the music wash away the cold. We are riding on a tide of gold. Every heartbeat is a drum, the sun, and the magic of the night has begun. I will hold you till the morning unfolds. We are riding on a tide of gold. The sky is painted in a tangerine glow. The silhouettes of seagulls flying low. You take my hand and pull me to the shore. I never knew that I could want this more. The whispers of the wind caress my skin, a beautiful surrender from within. We lose ourselves inside the ocean breeze, a perfect picture painted in the trees. I can feel the temperature starting to rise, reflecting the paradise right in your eyes. We are floating on a wave we cannot fight, stepping out of the darkness and into the light. We are riding on a tide of gold, where the stories of the summer are told. Let the music wash away the cold. We are riding on a tide of gold. Every heartbeat is a drum, the sun, and the magic of the night has begun. I will hold you till the morning unfolds. We are riding on a tide of gold. Higher and higher, we drift in the sound. Our feet are no longer touching the ground, caught in a daydream that feels so alive. This is the moment we finally thrive. Listen to the rhythm of the crashing sea, setting our spirits completely free. We are riding on a tide of gold, all the stories of the summer are told. Let the music wash away the cold. We are riding on a tide of gold. Every heartbeat is a drum, the sun, and the magic of the night has begun. I will hold you till the morning unfolds. We are riding on a tide of gold. The golden tide is pulling us away, forever living in this summer day. Just close your eyes and let the feeling stay. Riding on a tide of gold, we fade away.